Welcome to Whole Living Yoga. I'm Liz. Today we'll be exploring a walking meditation. A walking meditation is similar to a seated meditation in the sense that we will take this time to relax, to ease the body, bring awareness into the breath, into the movement, noticing our surroundings, and releasing any stress or tension, even if it's just for a while. This walking meditation is designed to be taken alone. It is preferable if you were to take this walking meditation outdoors. If that's not available to you, you can practice this meditation indoors, perhaps on a treadmill or in a space that will allow you to take 30 to 40 steps. Find that place in which you plan to begin your walk. So to begin our walking meditation, let's just first stand. Standing still, noticing the body, relaxing your shoulders, lengthening your spine, taking a deep breath in through your nose, holding at the top for a moment, and exhaling fully from your mouth. Taking another deep breath in, holding at the top, and releasing. Taking one last breath, just like that. Now, as we stand still in our spot, become aware of the weight being transferred through the soles of your feet into the earth or the surface in which you're standing. Become aware of all of those subtle movements that are going on in the feet to keep you balanced and upright. So often we take for granted this ability that we have to stand upright. In actuality, it took us several years to learn how to do this. So be aware now of the constant adjustments that are being made in order to maintain your balance in this standing position. And now we'll begin our walk. Taking our walk at a fairly slow pace, using your normal pace of walking, just slightly slower. We're not going to change the way that we walk. We're simply going to become aware of our walking. Beginning to become aware of our body. Keeping the attention in the soles of your feet. Being aware of this alternating pattern of contact and releasing of the foot to the ground. Being aware of your foot as the heel first makes contact, as your foot rolls forward onto the ball, and then lifts and travels through the air. Be aware of any different sensations in your feet, not just in the contact of your soles, but the contact between your toes, the feeling of the inside of your shoe, perhaps the fabric of your sock, and allow your feet to be relaxed as they can be. Become aware of your ankles. Notice the quality of sensations in the joints of your ankles. As your foot is on the ground, and notice those sensations as your foot travels through the air. And let your ankle joints be relaxed. Be sure to not be holding in any way. As you become aware of your lower legs, noticing your shins and your calves. You can be aware of the contact of your clothing. Be aware of the temperature on your skin. You can be aware of how the muscles move. Notice what the calf muscles are doing as you walk. You might even want to exaggerate a few steps and notice the calf muscles. Connecting with that movement of muscle. And then let your walking go back to normal, the normal relaxed rhythm. Encouraging now for our calf muscles to relax. As we begin to become aware of our knees, noticing the quality of the sensation that rests here in the knee joint, and expanding that awareness into your thighs. Being aware of the skin, again noticing any contact with your clothing. Noticing what the temperature might feel like against your skin. Becoming aware of the muscles and the bones. Noticing what the muscles in the front of the thighs are doing. And then aware of the muscles in the back of the thighs. And once more, you might want to take a few paces just to exaggerate the use of those muscles and notice what they're doing. Exaggerating the action of those muscles, and then allowing for your walk to move back into a natural rhythm. Becoming aware of your hips, the muscles around your hip joints, and relaxing those muscles. Really relax. Even when you think you've relaxed, see if you can relax them a little more. And just notice how that might change your walk. Notice how the rhythm of your walk may change as your hips relax even deeper. You can be aware of the whole pelvis and notice all of the movements that are going on within your pelvis. As one hip moves forward and then the other. One hip lifting, the other sinking. And you can be aware of the complex three-dimensional shape that your pelvis is carving out through the space as you walk forward. The lowest part of your spine, your sacrum. It's embedded here within your pelvis. As you feel your spine extending upward through the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine. And you can notice how it moves along with your pelvis. Your spine is in constant motion. It sways from side to side. There is a slight twisting motion around the central axis. Your spine is constant. Noticing your belly. You might feel your clothing in contact with your abdomen. And notice how the center of your belly feels in your body. Very often it feels like it's down there because we are so much into our heads, our thoughts, and our mind. So seek to what extent you can feel your abdomen and your belly. After all, it's the center of our bodies. It is the center of our being. Noticing your chest, and just let your breath happen. Notice the contact that your chest is making with your clothing. Bringing awareness to your shoulders. Notice how they're moving with the rhythm of your walk. Let your shoulders be relaxed. And allow for your shoulders to passively transmit this rhythm of your walk down into your arms. Having your arms simply hanging down by your side and gently swaying naturally. Notice all of the motions and movement of your arms. Your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands. Now feeling the air coursing over the skin, on your hands and your fingers, as your arms naturally swing through the air. Becoming aware of your neck and all of the muscles supporting the skull. Notice the angle in which you're carrying your head. And notice that as you relax the muscles on the back of your neck, your chin may slightly tuck in, and your skull comes to a point of balance. And you might want to play around with the angle of your head to see how this might change your experience. You might notice that when you tuck your chin close into your chest, your experience becomes darker and more emotional. That you're more inwardly turned, somber. And when you begin to lift your chin and hold it up into the air, you might notice that your experience becomes lighter. That you become much more aware of the outside world, and perhaps caught up in the outside world. Or you may be much more aware of your thoughts and caught up right there in your thoughts. And then bringing your awareness to the back of your head, to that point of balance where your chin is slightly tucked in. Relaxing your jaw, relax your eyes, and just let your eyes be soft. Softening your eyelids, your eyebrows, and the space between the brows. Gently looking ahead and not staring at anything in particular. Not allowing yourself to be caught up in anything that's going on past you. As you begin to become aware of the feelings that you might be having. Not in terms of emotions here, but just the feeling tone. Are there things that feel pleasant? Are there things that feel unpleasant in your body or outside of you? If you notice these things in your body that are pleasant or unpleasant, just notice them. Trying not to cling on to them or push them away, but just simply noticing them. If you notice things in the outside world that are either pleasant or unpleasant, just allow them to drift by. Just noticing them, drifting by, without changing your gaze. You can notice your emotional state. Are you bored? Do you feel content? Might you be agitated? Are you feeling very happy to be doing this walking meditation? Again, just noticing whatever emotions are present. And notice your mind. Is your mind clear or is it dull? Is your mind busy or is it calm? Are you thinking about things that are unconnected to this practice? Or are your thoughts centered on what it is that you're doing right now? Just noticing these things with no particular judgment, just noticing. And now we'll begin to tune into your senses. First, tuning into your eyes, noticing what is there. What do you see? Bring your awareness to everything you're experiencing through the eyes as you continue to walk. Noticing colors, textures, shapes, and sizes of all that you see. Is what you see moving, or does it stand idle? Are there any emotions attached to these senses? As we begin to bring our awareness and focus to our ears, take a moment to notice what you hear. Noticing the sounds around you. Is there a gentle chirping of birds? Buzzing of bees? The gentle sound of a breeze? Is there flowing water? Take a moment to listen to the symphony of nature if you're outdoors. If you are inside, noticing those subtle sounds around you. Is there an emotion associated with what you're hearing? Now tuning into the nose. Take a nice deep breath and notice what you might smell. Freshly cut grass, spring flowers abloom. Perhaps there's a smell of food. Breathing in and absorbing all of the smells around you. This can begin to trigger something in the mouth. Perhaps you can imagine tasting the smells that are around you. Imagining the taste of nature around you. And next, focusing on your skin. Can you feel and notice the temperature of the air on your skin? Is there a gentle breeze blowing? Or are you sensing the warmth of the sun? Or perhaps there is moisture in the air. As you continue to walk, allow your attention to be naturally drawn to all of the different experiences that you're finding here in your walk. Simply being with all of those sensations, tuning in to all of your senses. And in a few seconds, we're going to begin to end our walk. I will be asking you to come to a halt in your walking. And we'll do that in a natural way, so that we don't just freeze in one spot. You'll just allow yourself to come to a slow stop. So go ahead and take the opportunity now to slow your pace and come to a halt. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose, holding at the top, and slowly exhaling. Repeating that 2 more times. And let's once again notice the complex balancing act that might be going on for us to be standing here still, upright and relaxed. Feeling once again the weight traveling down through the soles of your feet into the earth or the surface in which you're standing on. Simply standing and experiencing yourself as a whole. And now we'll bring our walking meditation to a close. May this walking meditation have brought you clarity, relaxation, peace, and balance. May you continue to have a peaceful experience throughout the rest of your day. Namaste.